Mutations are a normal part of life. In fact, evolution wouldn't be possible if such mutations had not occurred. From a kitten born with one eye to a two-faced Guinness World Record holder, we're gonna cover more mutants here than X-Men. Actually, I shouldn't say that, there's a lot of those guys. Either way, here are 10 of the most shocking animal mutations. With all that said and done, let's get our claws out, shall we? Number 10. The One-Eyed Cat. Born with only one eye, Clayhead the Cyclops stunned his owners when he was born, and inspired them to share his amazing story on the internet. The Bengal kitten was delivered in a veterinarian's operating room last week after his mother began to experience difficulties giving birth. The second of the litter, Clayhead floored everyone in the room as they realized that he had been born with a rare deformity that left him with only one eye. Not only that though, the kitten was also born sans a nose, making breathing impossible, so the tiny kitten died tragically soon after coming into the world. Clayhead more than likely suffered from cyclopia, a rare birth defect that occurs when the front part of the brain does not cleave into right and left hemispheres. The most obvious symptom of cyclopia is a single eye or a partially divided eye. A baby with cyclopia usually has no nose, but a nose-like growth, called a proboscis, sometimes develops above the eye while the baby is in gestation. Cyclopia often results in miscarriage and stillbirth, which is why it's amazing that Clayhead came out of the womb still alive. Number 9. The Monkey Pig. When this piglet was born in the San Juan and Martinez area of Cuba's Pinar del Rio province, it caused quite an uproar. This is because that unlike its pink brothers and sisters, it was born with brown fur and a face that resembles a monkey rather than a pig. This led many people to believe that the piglet was some sort of pig and monkey hybrid, but of course we know that it's a complete impossibility. Or is it actually? The piglet's farmer called the veterinarian as soon as he saw his sow give birth to this bizarre animal. Since then, the monkey pig has become a bit of a celebrity with villagers in the predominantly agricultural area of Cuba known as the Mecca of Tobacco. Its rather unusual appearance is believed to have been caused by a genetic mutation, with the vet taking blood samples to investigate how the abnormal piglet developed. Unfortunately, the media hasn't followed up with the story, so we actually don't know what caused the mutation, or even whether the pig survived or not. Number 8. The Rhino Mouse. As much as I would have liked it to be, rhino mice aren't exactly mice with tiny little horns, but rather they're mice with too much skin on their bodies, giving them a wrinkled look. This bizarre creature's look is caused by a single mutated gene to a house mouse, and was first described in the 1940s. The mutation causes the mouse to lose all its hair and develop excess skin. I won't bore you with more scientific mumbo-jumbo, explaining to you what exactly this mutation does to the mouse, but I'm no geneticist and unfortunately not qualified to do so. Number 7. The Two-Headed Snake. This is Medusa, a two-headed albino Honduran milk snake that is part of the weird menagerie of Todd Ray, holder of the Guinness World Record for having the most two-headed animals in his collection. Two-headed snakes occurring in the wild are already quite rare, but Medusa is doubly rare for being an albino as well. She is 3 feet long and quite a handful according to Ray. She originally came from Florida and took to her new enclosure in Ray's house quite quickly. She was already scurrying about looking for food. Ray of course gave her some food and the snake immediately gave him the fright of his life. Ray made the mistake of giving the snake just one mouse. The right head struck at the mouse, first latching onto its head, and then the left head struck at the mouse's hindquarters. The two were about to meet at the middle when Ray suddenly realized that these kinds of snakes actually eat other snakes, so he quickly cut the mouse in half before the right head accidentally swallowed the left head. From then on he decided to feed Medusa 2 mice at a time. Number 6. A cat with wings. Yes, apparently a cat can grow wings, and this is not a one-off mutation. Apparently, other cats with wings have been documented in China for hundreds of years, dating back to the 1800s. This long-haired cat appears to be a mixed-breed domestic, and according to those familiar with it, it was born normal but started to grow wing-like appendages on its back at the age of 1. Some cases of winged cats can be explained easily by matted fur or super elastic skin, but this cat in question seems to fit none of those explanations. Scientists are dumbfounded by this genetic mutation, as it appears that the wing-like appendages have more structure than merely matted fur or even stretched skin. But one thing is for certain, rodents and birds should better beware if this furry feline ever learns to fly. Number 5. Octogoat. No, it's not a new Spider-Man villain, nor is it an expansion to Goat Simulator. It's actually a goat born with 8 legs. It was discovered by a farmer in Croatia who first thought he was seeing double when his goat Sarka gave birth to this 8-legged baby. Vets have since examined the goat and concluded that the mutation was the result of an underdeveloped twin fusing with another embryo, owing to the fact that the goat had both male and female reproductive organs. Vets also said that it's highly unlikely for any goat in such a condition to survive for long, giving it only about a week to live, sadly. Though they also stated that it had a very slim chance of surviving up to 2 or 3 years. The Croatian farmer said that if the goat does survive, he's going to keep it as a pet. However, since going viral in 2014, media hasn't really followed up on the story, so we don't know if Octogoat survived or not. Number 4. The fish with 2 mouths. Debbie Geddes was out fishing on Lake Champlain one fine morning when she felt something nibble at her line. While she was reeling it in, she said that it felt big. When she finally did get the fish on the boat, she was surprised to find out that she hooked no ordinary fish. No, this one had 2 mouths, one on top of the other. In fact, she managed to hook the fish on its extra bottom mouth. She normally releases every fish that she catches, and she thought no different about this one, no matter how special it looked. But she took a lot of photos before she released it. The photos have since been posted on Facebook and quickly went viral. Many theories have been put forward as to the cause of the mutation, from the simple one, like an angler accidentally injuring the creature in the past, to the controversial like pollution in the waters of Lake Champlain are causing fish to mutate. But the more likely explanation is the second mouth was caused by a random mutation which is, although rare, not unheard of in the animal kingdom. Number 3. The two-headed pig. Two-headed pigs are by far the most common animal mutations that I've encountered while researching for this video. In fact, listing them all would make this video over an hour long, so I decided to give you just a couple of them. First, in 2016, when a pig with 2 heads and 3 eyes was born in China's Sichuan province. It quickly became a local celebrity, according to the farmer who owned it. Somebody even offered to buy the piglet for 2,000 yuan, which is around $300, but the farmer refused as his son wanted to keep the pig as a pet. Then another two-headed pig was born, this time in the Philippines in May of 2020. It was also born to a farmer who was baffled by the piglet, the likes of which he had never seen before. Naturally, the piglet was given the name Copig because it was born during quarantine. Unfortunately though, Copig died only 4 days after being born. This is also despite being given special attention due to its mutation, which is the common life expectancy for animals born with such a condition. Now it's time for today's best pick. Today's best pick can be described with any other word except, well, horse shark. Because that's what it exactly is, a horse shark. I will say that no such animal exists, so this is just one of those amazing Photoshop jobs. Kudos to the person who made this. In fact, there's already been a documented case of mutant sharks being fished out from the sea. Don't believe me? Stick around and be amazed with number 2. Shark Boy. Wrestling fans would know the wrestler that goes by the name of Shark Boy, but he's just a man wearing a shark mask. The real Shark Boy is actually a mutated baby shark. It has a weirdly human-like face that was found by an Indonesian fisherman in February of this year. 48-year-old fisherman Abdullah Naran claimed that he found a mutant baby shark in the waters near Roto Nadao in the East Nusa Tenggara province. The creepy pictures he shared have been going viral online and will leave you stunned. The fisherman at first accidentally caught an adult shark. However, when he cut open its stomach, 3 baby sharks were inside. One of the sharks had a creepy human appearance with 2 large eyes underneath its snout. According to Dr. David Schiffman, a marine conservation biologist and postdoctoral researcher at Arizona State University, told them the baby shark's features may have distorted because of a birth defect. Before we move on, do me a favor. My analytics show that only about 15% of you watching are actually subscribed. Come on guys, what's up with that? Can you guys please hit the subscribe button? You guys watch my videos every day anyway, so you might as well subscribe and keep up to date with every video we put out. Number 1. The Two-Faced Cat. Frank and Louie suffer from the rare and fatal condition called dysprosopia, giving the cat 2 nearly separate faces. The fascinating feline shared 2 functioning eyes and a central eye, which was blind, 2 noses, 2 mouths, and 1 brain. There have been many two-faced cats, also known as Janus cats, born over the years. However, they rarely survive for more than a day after their births. This makes Frank and Louie very special, because they survived for 15 years. As a kitten, he required a lot of care and attention and was fed every 2 hours with special kitten formula. Eventually, Frank and Louie became strong enough to play with the other cats and became special friends with the family dog. He was even taken out on a leash for walks in the neighborhood. Sadly though, at the respectable age of 15, Frank and Louie fell ill and were euthanized after suffering from what veterinarians suspected was a really bad case of cancer. Would you keep any of these mutant animals as pets? Let us know down in the comments below. Also, make sure to check out the channel's other amazing content. As always, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Later, everybody.